And here we go. Let's see how this works out. They've got 1,000 torpedo attack. No problem with the screens. Absolutely decimating the destroyers. Absolutely decimating the capitals. Oh my goodness, this is broken. We've wiped every single screen from them. 2 capitals down. These are running away because they're getting hit so hard. We've sunk their pride of the fleet. This is broken. This is so broken. And we've took the carrier out as well. I blinked and it did so much damage it sunk it. That is so broken. What the? 40 destroyers? Insane. Hey, it's FeedBackGaming. It's more Hearts of Iron 4. Oh, look at this. No intro? Straight into the game? Not a 20-minute intro? Come on, can we get a like for that, guys? Can we get a like to express how quickly we get into the game? My objective today is to do torpedo only Japan. That's right, torpedoes only. We are going to go research the torpedo cruisers. We're going to fill them full of torpedoes and we're going to have a universal torpedo cruiser that will do everything. 1, it will spot. 2, it will kill with torpedoes. 3, it will hit with light damage. And 4, it will sink convoys. It will do everything. And we can even play it like prior to man the guns, where these ships are permanently at sea because they won't consume a lot of fuel. Brilliant. There's a few things we are going to need though. First of all, we need the national focus, which gives us torpedo cruisers. We're going to need radar as well, so electronics is a must. There's quite a lot of research that we are going to need to get the perfect cruiser as well. We're going to need armor, we're going to need depth charges, we're going to need sonar. We're going to need better torpedoes, we're going to need better light guns, we're going to need universal secondary batteries. There's a lot of things to research. The first thing we're going to go for is new naval estimates. This gives us a lot of XP and a bunch of naval dockyards, so why not? Do the 1 XP trick. I'll exercise that 1 motorized division, build a bunch of civies, and we are going to scrap all of the ships that are currently being built. We don't need none of these. And we'll make 100 convoys just to begin with. Let's get the essential tech first. So depth charges, sonar, and secondary batteries. And of course, we're going to exercise their entire fleet. And if we do that, we have 72 days worth of oil, which isn't too bad to say how massive our fleet is. Let's purge the Cohoda faction and let's get total mobilization as soon as we can. First advisor we're going to go with is Silent Workhorse. We'll try and get as much PP as we can. Time for radar and time for mechanical computing. So this is the first place we want to tech to. Ideally though, the improved one is better because it offers subdetection as well as surface detection. Don't usually do this, but we're going to go for electronic research because it does improve radar as well. And as soon as there's more electronic techs now, seems more worth it, right? A bit low on aluminium. We can get some of that from our subject. Pretty much free resources, so point not collecting them. Gonna make our ideal template. Voila! It's trivia time. What was the battle in the Pacific that changed the course of the war? What was the battle in the Pacific that changed the course of the war between Japan and the United States? Please comment below. Let's start getting our torpedo cruisers. Cruiser modernization. We're going to prioritize steel because we need a few more military factories. Let's make sure the infrastructure here is maxed out for when we take on China. Max that port out, and we're going to go for at least level 5 infrastructure within this region. This is the moment where you all let out a simultaneous gasp. Here we go. He's gone mad! Here we go. Torpedo cruisers. Escalate the incident. And I think we're winning? And we lost. Oh well, we tried. Okay, we've got our torpedo cruisers. Here we are. Beautiful, aren't they? We're not going to need any of this. Torpedo cruiser. So how's this going to look? We're going to go with larger torpedo tubes. We go with a depth charge on the front. Another torpedo tube. The largest cruiser gun we could go with without it being a heavy cruiser. Gonna whack on radar, and we are gonna whack on sonar. Biggest cruiser engine, secondary battery, biggest armor we've got. That is our first Mark 1 cruiser. Beautiful. All right, we're a little bit behind on steel now, so let's get all the steel from our puppets. This will help build these new torpedo cruisers. We can now focus on China. Okay, now it's time that we're going to need some refineries. We're going to need a lot of oil due to the aircraft as well as the Navy. Okay, we'll get our guys on the front, and we'll have a secondary army just on the rear to reinforce as we push forward. We are probably going to run into supplier problems, but initially we just wait for the perfect time and then push directly into them with as much firepower as we can. It seems kind of dumb, but I'm going to go for improved computer machine now. So what I'll be able to do with this is go for more encryption, for more spotting, as well as the advanced fire control. So I can hit a hefty amount of damage on my torpedo cruisers. Sometime during the last night, a major railway bridge in Manchuria collapsed under the weight of the passing ammunition train. South Korea takes infrastructure damage. I wonder who could be behind this. I have never had this event before. Demand apology and lose stability and war support. You just declare immediately. Oh my god! The Marco Polo event means we suffer from big penalties versus China. If we get rid of that and just declare, then we won't have the penalties, but they'll still have army corruption. Oh, that is so broken. And the focus never expires. Oh my damn. We're going to go for oil processing, which gives more oil from refineries. And also, we're going to go for the oil liquefaction national focus, so we can double down and get even more oil from our refineries. Our first cruisers have finished. Got a good selection of generals to select as well. Ideally, we want cruiser captain for the extra naval speed and damage. But we need fly swatter. Ah! We do have a fly swatter. This guy is the boy. Oh, 20% extra spotting too? Oh my goodness, this guy's a god. Alright, what we're going to do is put them on patrol around this coastline. And also, this is important, we're also going to put them on always engage. Hey, you are a part of a fantastic community, and thank you very much for watching my content and enjoying it. Recently, my channel has been doing fantastic. Views are up, average watch time is through the roof, but I don't seem to be getting as many subscribers as I used to. So let's incentivize you guys to subscribe to my channel. At 90,000 subscribers, I will give you a tour of the gear that I use to record with. And I must admit, it's pretty ghetto, but I think you guys will be into that, right? A little tour, mini tour, 90,000 subscribers. Let's do it. I'm going to make some minor tweaks to our production, and we're going to focus a little bit more on Navy. So this should result in slightly more dockyard output. We're also going to shift the guns just below the ships, so the ships get the steel first. All right, this is the plan. This general is going to land here. I'm going to cut them off at this port, and then we're going to thrust to the other side as well, and hopefully create an encirclement in Beijing. That's the plan. All right, let's go. Seem to have a gap in their front line here, which I stupid not to take advantage of. Well, that was easy. 40 divisions. I literally blinked and I opened my eyes and this was an encirclement. What? That's insane. Make sure we fix that infrastructure and build it up as we progress further southwards. Just for perspective, that was almost 400,000 troops in that one pocket. We've only lost 2K. That's just insane. The United States demand an apology and compensation. No, I have never seen a push like this. This is just insane. They can't even hold the front lines now because they lost 80 divisions in the north. This is incredible. All right, let's push for the victory points. I think we can knock them out now. So why not? Is that enough? 94%. 98%! Got them. Not going to show any mercy here. We're going to eat every single one of them. Forget puppet states. That stuff's overrated. That is beautiful. Okay, we can make an adjustment to our cruiser now. So one, we can add on a bigger depth charge. We can go for a dual purpose battery for AA as well as light attack. We can add on a bigger radar, another dual purpose battery, and bigger armor. Perfect. So let's go fully crazy with Navy now. So form special air landing forces, extra knockyard output. Yes. I don't know how this has happened, but Yunnan wasn't part of the Chinese United Front. Oh, and this is new as well. You can't manually fabricate as Japan anymore. You're locked behind world tension as if you were like a monarchy or a democracy. Okay, rubber, aluminium are our main priorities right now. Aluminium is first. Aluminium, we'll get more of that from our puppet state. And we'll also build more refineries inside of our mainland. That way we'll get more rubber. This is what we're aiming for. Light cruiser surface detection plus 10%, which is good for spotting. Less surface visibility is always nice, so it's less likely they're going to spot you. Rating efficiency is cool, and organizations is always good. Oh, I've just spotted not only this one, raiding patrols, but also this one, combined operations raiding. Light cruiser, extra surface detection, rating efficiency, and organization. So trading diction is the best one for light cruisers. Let's do our doctrines now because we can spend our XP and get them a lot quicker. We're also going to prioritize naval aircraft construction too. Doesn't make any sense this, but it gives extra 5% dockyard output, so that's a win for us. As you can see here, you can see all the combined bonuses. A total of an extra 15% extra naval construction. That's definitely worthwhile. Let's justify Yunnan. I need Yunnan because we can't do our focus for developed Chinese resources, which gives us aluminium. Right, this is crucial. We need to excavate for small resources. Steel, we'll probably use it, but we're going to go for it now. But aluminium, oh, this is so important. Aluminium. All right, let's take out Yunnan. Easy. Oh, okay. We've got you to the north as well. All right, more opportunities for aluminium, so let's take all of them. All right, time to go for naval production, extra 20% production. We really desperately need to pump out as many light cruisers as we can at the moment. Time to make another variant of the cruiser. Go for the Mark III, new radar, and we're gonna add on fire control 3. Make all the new ones, queue them up. Been a bit of a grind, but we finally managed to push through the rest of China in the northwest. Got them. Let's build the biggest radar we can do in the south of China. That way we can cover all of the South China Sea with the radar coverage and get some good spotting. And I think we're also going to build a big radar in the middle of Japan's mainland too. Want to get as much coverage as we can. Manned Indochina. Don't mind if I do. Of course they accept. Fine. Okay, it's time for the final light cruiser. This is the best of the best. And boom. There we go. That's the best one we can do. Not going to get any better than that now. Meanwhile, in Europe, we have Barbarossa, but with an east and a west front. Right, let's get our divisions into position now. We're going to invade Siam. Have another division that's going to push into Raj. We're boosting all the infrastructure around there. So we should just be able to support all these divisions on the front. This is my radar coverage. What I'm going to do when I declare on Siam, take out Malaya, I'll build another one here, and then we're going to raid really heavily around this area. This is a good idea as well. I never thought of this, but building a big radar in the middle of the Pacific where we have islands too, that'll be a really good idea. Oh, we're low on steel. We actually need chromium now as well. What costed chromium? The chromium was from the level 3 armor. Ah. Alright. We have 39 light cruisers. To me, doesn't feel like enough still. Are you ready for the failure? Oh, I don't think this is enough ships, but ready or not, here we come. Just to clear things up, I did make a mistake. I forgot about fire control, and fire control is definitely worth it for that 20% extra light and anti-air attack. I did initially go with sonar, and if you're going to do the exact same build as me, there's no point researching sonar. At the end of the day, if I do attach sonar, I only get an extra 6.5 sub detection, and the radar provides way more anyway. Alright, mopped up Bangkok. I'm just going to sweep to the south of the country now. They're almost taken. Speaking of almost taken, the Soviets, they've just lost Moscow. Got them. Mine. Alright, so we've got 2 armies now. We'll have one working on Draj. Also, we'll have one working on Malaya. Alright, we're getting close to war now, so we need to work on the passive bonuses. So we're working on a magnetic detonator, and we should also work on small caliber semi-armor piercing shells. I think that's it. Oh, and then we've got fire control methods and damage control. Fire control is definitely essential because that's the damage, but this one's going to give us the biggest benefit in the short term, so let's do that. Alright, pro tip for you. If you're going to have oil problems, which we will have fuel problems, guaranteed, put your Air Force on interception. That means when they sit on the ground, they'll use 0 fuel, and they will only launch into the sky to fight enemy planes when there are any planes present. So in this case, it's really efficient to use interception. Interception was a weird one. It never felt like it had a use. Now it does. Use it to save fuel. I think the United States is waiting for me to join the war. They won't be waiting much longer. Guess we're about to do this. Okay, so all my Manchu and Manchu divisions are defending all the islands. If I lose these divisions, I really don't care. Most of them are pretty weak to begin with anyway. And we've got our main attack force, which consists of this division. I've just recently added anti-air onto it. Alright, let's go. Let's do this at last. We can't launch this naval invasion because we need naval superiority. We have 34% and we need 50%. That means there are enemy ships here and here. Ah, they're here. Okay, in that case then, let's engage them. Surprisingly, I thought they would join the Allies straight away, but they've not. They are intercepting a lot of my convoys though. So what I'll do is I'll just fight battles where I think I can win. Alright, got our first engagement. Bunch of subs again. I can honestly say this is not working. Oh, never mind. Okay. I wonder why this zone here is done so well. Do you think it's because it's in radar range? Because in this case, I've managed to completely floor them. 10 submarines. 16 submarines. It's like when we do engage them, we do take out a lot of them though. There's nothing wrong with our detection. At the moment, what they're doing is they're taking out a lot of my transports. When we do engage them, we do a lot of damage. We're taking out a lot of submarines. And they are having an impact on our convoy efficiency. I'm losing a lot of steel now. Here we go. Patrol base detection in this region is 90%. 1% base. Task force in region 10%. And decryption advantage 9%. Air superiority 0%. Radar coverage 1%. We've spotted an enemy fleet. We do have the advantage. Oh, and we've got an engagement here. They have 0 torpedo attack. 0. We have 8,000. Ooh! And this is capital ships as well. Taking out one of our light cruisers. We managed to do some decent damage. Oh my goodness. Wow. It does some good damage to the heavy ships too. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the torpedoes hit the heavy ships. This is a big spot. 8 to 10 capitals. And here we go. Let's see how this works out. They've got 1,000 torpedo attack. No problem with the screens. Absolutely decimating the destroyers. Absolutely decimating the capitals. Oh my goodness, this is broken. We've wiped every single screen from them. 2 capitals down. These are running away because they're getting hit so hard. We've sunk their pride of the fleet. This is broken. This is so broken. And we've took the carrier out as well. I blinked and it did so much damage it sunk it. That is so broken. What the? 40 destroyers? Insane. Another capital ship. And we've sunk another carrier. This is so broken. Remember, these are on patrol. This isn't a strike force. This is a constant fleet that's constantly in the zone and on a patrol order. This is so broken. Another carrier. Ooh, it has hurt a lot of my fleet though. A lot have had to go back to repair. But they're light ships. They're screens. So they repair, in the most part, up to a maximum of 2 weeks. In this case, most of them in just a few days. Oh, damn! What's this? The kill ratio here is amazing. My fear is I just don't have enough of these cruisers. We're running out of them now. Maybe you could go just with a cheaper cruiser and not have to go as crazy as I have with these super final form cruisers. Another one. And another one. There goes another carrier. 2 carriers. 3 carriers. 4 carriers. Okay. Alright, some of them taking an absolute bruise, and this one is down for 2 months. The rest are down for about 30 days. Soviets. Rip. Once again. Once again. I just blinked. And it just sunk. 4 carriers. And one of them were a pride of the fleet. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Here we go again. This is literally porn. You're watching porn right now. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this. What is going on? What is going on? I've broken the game. This is broken. Another pride of the fleet. Another pride of the fleet. Sunk. All right. The whole fleet's back. We've got 34 cruisers. Vast majority of them are veterans. These 2 are on fire, and they can't even be bothered to go back to repair, to put out the fires, because they're so badass. The AI knows it's like, the ship's on fire, but we just don't care anymore. Okay, we are getting through all these passive bonuses now. If you think about it, we're not actually at our full power right now. When we get all these passive bonuses, all the fire control methods, and all the armor-piercing shells, then we'll be at full power. And potentially as well, I could do more damage if I got the final torpedo launcher as well, which I don't. And the final depth charges as well, which I haven't. This is so broken. Oh my goodness, look at all these skulls. Oh my damn, look at all these skulls. Are we the baddies? Just finished shell dies, which gives me a bonus of 10% light on my light cruisers. So broken. Okay, they keep trying to land in eastern Micronesia. These looks like troop transports that we keep intercepting. Yeah, there's a lot of escorts here. Oof, wow, so many. Goodness, they're not messing about here, are they? And it's so weird how the second we intercept, we instantly just like completely shred or either their convoys or their screening ships. It's a massacre. Another one! It's been over a year now since I declared on the Philippines. And I'm not even declared on Malaya yet. Why? Because I'm having just too much fun with these cruisers. I'm having fun, okay? I like the name of this armor. All or Nothing Cruiser Armor Scheme. Aha! We've landed. Well, kind of. Excellent. Philippines is mine. Gotta hand it to the Philippines. They always fight until the last city. Got them. Look at this. I come into here, like in Indonesia, and I put them on Convoy Radar. Watch this. Are we done? No. Wait. 14? Have a look. Wrecked. Get the idea. We talked about the final form, okay? We talked about the final form. Well, I lied. This is now the final form. Max armor, max engine. You know what? Max torpedoes as well. Max depth charges. We now do 252 torpedo attack. Just broken. So the issue with this build is either two things. One, when I put them on spotting, sometimes they just never spot, which is surprising because they've got so much surface detection and so much sub detection, so I would presume they would be able to spot them. And I have air support, and I also have radar, but still issues with spotting. And then two, the problem is because these are quite high production value ships, like 5,000 a piece, there's about the half of the value of a battleship, so pretty pricey. The result is that I can't really make that many of them, so naval supremacy is based on per unit of ship. I think it's a bit of a wonky mechanic because surely a larger ship would have more naval supremacy, right? Anyway, regardless of that, because there's a lack of ships, I can't get naval supremacy. So the only way I can get out of this, if I produce some subs, some really dirt cheap subs. We could go for this, a radar submarine. Whoa, the German Navy's pretty big. 150 to 170 ships. But the UK, on the other hand, has a very big Navy. Very big. Wow, we can produce these submarines so quickly. We can pump one out every 2.5 weeks. So, I mean, there's nothing stopping me from just taking out the Americans before I take out anyone else, right? So why not, right? Yeah, let's do that. Got 6 divisions, and we'll land on... Is this Guam? There's having some slight supply problems, but I have a feeling there's no one here. Yeah, there was no supply problems because there was no one actually there. Okay. Makes sense. But the biggest thing you're going to lose with capital ships is you don't have heavy batteries. And without heavy batteries, you don't do shore bombardment, and your ability to do naval invasions is weaker. So that's something to take into account. I've arrived at the American coastline. A lot of enemy ships here. Once again, not having any trouble taking them out, though. Doesn't look like some of my ships have got hit pretty hard, though. Damn, that's the longest I've seen a torpedo cruiser get knocked out for 10 months. Insane. Ooh. Time for a visit. I think we've got this. I think we can get at least a staging ground. We've got it. Nice. To reinforce all the other divisions now. Whoosh. We have a beachhead. We have progress. The most important part is we have captured an airport. You know what, in all fairness, probably landing into Oregon or Washington's probably a better idea. Because there's probably going to be an airport near the coastline. Fortunately, the one for California is quite far in due to the fact it's quite a large state. Our planes have arrived. We can start doing close air support damage now. It's been less than 6 months and we've pumped out 137 submarines. The rate that you can pump subs at is just ridiculous. Production cost is such a big value on how long it takes to produce these ships. The UK's scraping the barrel, but they've still got a big navy though. Let's add on an amphibious tank. This gives it 3.2 armor. Oh well. Been built inside our puppets. Give us more autonomy, and now we can annex. Beautiful borders. Alright, push to Washington, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York. All the way. Hey! Take it. All of it, Dave. The man in the high castle. Now the question is, why didn't the USA join the Allies? I have no idea. You know what? That is pretty. And you know what? I think that is a good end to this campaign. There's only one last thing I want to do to conclude this. We are going to select our super fleet. We're going to put them on convoy raiding in the Straits of Malacca. And we are going to declare on British Malaya. This is it. How many convoys can we get? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they may have made this a no-go zone for the convoys, so we'll select here. Yeah, they have, because Aussie convoys are coming through here now. If you think about it, these two zones split the world in half. Because there's nowhere else for the convoys to go if we split these two. That's actually pretty crazy if you think about it. Alright, I think we're going to call this one here. I've had a lot of fun. Have you had fun? If you've had fun, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, if you don't hit the bell icon, it's like your subscription means absolutely nothing. I will see you guys next time. Peace out, boys.